Kendall Jenner's apparent baby bump sparked speculation about her being pregnant with her boyfriend, Bad Bunny. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner recently became the center of attention once again after a picture of her went viral online, causing many people to believe she might be pregnant. In the photo, she was seen wearing a black top and some very loose trousers. Because of the way the clothes fit and the angle of the picture, many fans began to say they noticed what looked like a baby bump. This immediately led to plenty of rumors and comments all over social media, with many assuming that she might be expecting a child with her boyfriend, Bad Bunny. However, the real story behind that photo was very different from what people first thought. When others looked at the picture more carefully, they realized that it wasn't actually Kendall who had a bump. The effect was created by another woman who was walking behind her at just the right moment. That woman's body happened to line up with Kendall's in the picture, and this made it look like Kendall had a bump on her stomach. A photo taken just a second earlier showed clearly that someone was walking behind her. This small detail changed everything. One fan who noticed this pointed it out in a funny way by saying it wasn't a bump at all, but just the back of the lady behind Kendall. Even though this explanation was shared and made sense, the story didn't die down right away. People kept on talking about it and guessing if maybe there was still something more to it. Celebrity news and gossip always tend to go far, especially when it involves someone as popular and followed as Kendall Jenner. Any small moment or detail can turn into a huge topic of discussion, and that's exactly what happened here. At the same time this picture was going around, Kendall also shared something on her Instagram stories that gave fans a look at her home in Los Angeles. She posted a calm and peaceful photo showing her relaxing in the backyard of her very expensive and beautiful mansion. The photo also showed the inside of her living room through big glass windows, and everything looked very warm and stylish. There was a fire pit surrounded by chairs, and it all gave off a cozy feeling of a calm night at home. This picture didn't stop the rumors though. It might have even added to the curiosity, since people were looking closely at everything she posted. What made the situation even more interesting was the fact that just one day before that illusion photo came out, more pictures had already surfaced of Kendall walking around in Los Angeles with Bad Bunny. In those earlier pictures, she was wearing a tight black tank top and loose pants, which again made some people think they saw a bump. That set the stage for the photo illusion to go viral so quickly. It was almost like people were already watching closely for any sign that she might be expecting, so when that misleading picture appeared, it seemed to confirm their ideas. But when we look back at something Kendall herself once said, the idea of her being pregnant right now seems unlikely. In a past interview with Vogue magazine back in March 2018, she talked about her thoughts on becoming a parent. She said very clearly that she wanted to wait before having kids. She mentioned that while she does want children someday, she was planning to have them around the age of 28 or 29. Right now, she's 27 years old, which means she still has time before reaching the age she once said would be the right time for her. Still, rumors have a way of spreading quickly, and when someone as famous as Kendall Jenner is involved, even a simple photo can spark a big story. This situation shows how easily the public can misunderstand what they see, especially when everything is shared instantly and discussed widely on the internet. It also shows how hard it can be for celebrities to keep anything private. Even when something is just a trick of the camera, it can lead to lots of people making guesses and spreading stories. Some fans were quick to laugh it off and accepted the truth that there was no pregnancy involved. They made jokes and shared the real explanation, saying it was just the way another person was walking behind her that made it all look that way. But others continued to wonder and ask questions, showing how fast false stories can grow online. It also reminds everyone how much pressure is placed on celebrities when everything they wear or do gets turned into a topic of debate. Kendall Jenner is no stranger to public attention or controversy. She has had many moments in her career where people reacted strongly to something she did or said. One of the most talked about examples happened back in 2017 when she was part of a Pepsi commercial that turned out to be very controversial. That ad received huge criticism not long after it was released. It showed Kendall in a scene where she handed a can of Pepsi to a police officer during what seemed to be a protest. Many people felt the commercial was making light of serious social issues. Because of all the negative reactions, the ad was taken down just days after it came out. This moment showed how quickly things can go wrong for public figures when something is misunderstood or badly received. That past controversy is just one example of how quickly people respond when it comes to Kendall Jenner. Whether it's a fashion choice, a brand deal, or just a photo taken in the street, she constantly faces both praise and criticism. That comes with being one of the most followed and watched people in the world. Even her quiet moments, like a walk in town or relaxing in her garden, can lead to headlines and heated conversations among fans and followers. Right now, even though the rumors about her being pregnant have been cleared up, people are still talking. Some are waiting to see if she will say something herself about all the buzz. Others are just taking it as another funny and harmless moment that shows how fast people can jump to conclusions. But it also speaks to something deeper about celebrity culture and how much people think they know about the private lives of public figures. In this case, it all came from just one photo that looked strange at first glance but made sense when people looked a bit closer. This should be a reminder for everyone not to believe everything they see right away, especially on the internet where things can be taken out of context very easily. One small angle, one bit of timing, and suddenly a totally false story spreads like wildfire. It's not always easy to separate truth from illusion, but in Kendall's case, the truth was actually simple: it was just a person walking behind her. At the heart of this story is the fact that people are curious. They want to know what's happening in the lives of their favorite celebrities. They feel connected in some way, especially when celebrities post glimpses of their lives on social media. But with that connection comes a level of responsibility too. It's important not to jump to conclusions and to remember that public figures are real people with private lives, even if they live under the spotlight. Kendall Jenner will likely continue to face these types of situations as long as she's in the public eye. The nature of fame today means that even the smallest thing can turn into a global topic in just minutes. Whether it's a misunderstood photo, a bold fashion choice, or a past mistake coming back into the spotlight, people are always watching. But as this story shows, not everything is what it first appears to be. For now, Kendall has not made any public comment about the pregnancy rumors. She seems to be enjoying her life, spending time at her beautiful home, and sharing peaceful moments with her fans online. The photo that started all this may fade from memory soon, but it will stay as an example of how quickly stories can spin out of nothing. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.